Hi guys and welcome to MS Access tutorial of a temperature converter. This very tutorial is actually at a request of one of my viewers out there. I was surprised he would like it to be made in MS Access. So let me show you guys his suggestion of what he wants. And there we go, that's his message there. Sir, please make it MX Access. I've decided to cover up his face. He might not be pleased with that. So there. And that is it done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put together a different one or a new one, and you see how to put this together. It's very simple. So let's start by right clicking and select access. And now the old one, this is the old one. I'm just going to close that. Yes, save that, get rid of it. And I'm starting a new project entirely. Click on blank and let's just give that a name. Temperature converter. There we go. Temperature conversion. And click on create. There. The choice is yours if you want to use the table, but if you do want to use the table, so let's click and select design view. I'm just going to give that a name, call it temperature conversion or just temperature or whatever you want. There we go. And here, that is going to be my Fahrenheit. And right here, I'm just going to enter Fahrenheit there. And the data type, I'm going to make that numbers. And right underneath here, I'm going to call that Celsius. There we go. Now, you can set the properties as well. You see, like the Fahrenheit here now. We all know when the temperature is 32 degrees, that will be 0 degrees for Celsius. So for the Fahrenheit, which I'm making my primary key, you see the default value in here, I'm just going to enter 32. While for the Celsius, the default value is 0. Okay, so if you do that, that's cool. So I'm going to save that and just close this. Or if you decide to want to view it, there's nothing there. Okay, more than just 30 and 0. So I'm going to close that. Now, to create the form, click on create. The choice is yours which of these you want to use, but let's just click on maybe form wizard and just click on select it all. Click next and next again. Now I'm just going to leave the name as temperature for the form. Click on finish. Okay, that's the form right there. It's officially created. Everything is fine. Now I'm going to right click on this temperature card here. Go to the design and just drag this down. Drag the form footer down. Maybe extend this a little bit. And that is my title there. If you want, you can add a title or you can do whatever you like. As a title, temperature conversion, and you can decide to enhance it how you want. As you can see, the size is 20. I can make that maybe about 30 and get it centered. You see text align, you can just click on general there, get it centered. And if you also want, you can see the font, change that to bold. There we go. Right, and the font color, change to black, whatever you want. Now, let's come in here. Move this to the middle. You see the Celsius, grab this whole of the Celsius, bring it aside. And I'm going to get the title. This is the title, and just drag the title up. And the Fahrenheit, repeat the same thing. Okay, both components, I'm going to kind of like increase their font size. So select it all and let's come in here. It says 11. Let's make it about 20 and just drag it out more so that we have enough room. Maybe make it bold as well. Font width, make that bold. And I'm going to get it center. Look here, you see we have text. Instead of general, just make it centered. That's good. Okay, next, now I want to get my scroll bar, the vertical scroll bar. I do need that now. So to get hold of this vertical scroll bar, if you come here, there's no way you can get the scroll bar. So drop this down and select Active X Control. Look at it. Click on that. Now, let's search for the vertical scroll bar somewhere here. I think there we go. Look at it. Microsoft Form 2.0 scroll bar. And just click on OK. And there's the scroll bar right there. Bring it right here. And I'm just going to extend that a little bit. Just take it down. That's good. Next, I'm going to add a button. Click here and just dump a button there. So I might as well get the macro to take care of that for me. This button is going to be just for close the form. Click on next and select the text. Click on next and just click on finish. Just drag it that much. Okay, just increase the size a little bit. And let's bring this button down just a little bit more. And I'm going to change the size of that to maybe about 30 as well. And make that bold. The weight from weight, make it bold. There we go. Nice work so far. Alright, all of that is done. Now, this is very important. You must make sure you know the names of this component. This is known as Fahrenheit and this is known as Celsius. Now that we know their names, we're going to be addressing those names here. So right click on the scroll bar, or you can always select the scroll bar, come to events here and just select those three dots and select code builder. There we go. Now we are inside the scroll bar area or function area of the scroll bar. So right in here, I'm going to declare two variables. So I will start by saying dim, which means declare, temp C as, I'm going to make that double. There we go. Then the next one, I just say dim, temp F. I'm going to make that integer. There. And right underneath here, the next thing is we now want to assign whatever value we have inside the scroll bar into this. So I'm going to grab hold of the scroll bar. The temperature F, which stands for Fahrenheit, is going to be equal scroll bar dot value. And the next thing is I'm now going to call the Fahrenheit itself me dot Fahrenheit. There we go, that is it right there. And that is going to be equals me dot Fahrenheit dot value. Let's grab hold of the value. That will be equals. Let's convert it to string. That is the method to convert it to string. And what we are converting is going to be temperature or temp F. There we go, done. Now that that is done, I'm going to now assign it to temp C. That will be equals temp F minus 32. Close that and multiply it by 5 divided by 7. That's all there is to that. So that's the temperature converter itself. You can always get this formula online. Now I'm going to assign the value straight into the Celsius. That is the Celsius. Celsius dot value equals temperature conversion. So let's just grab all of these instead of me typing, dump it in there and change this to C. There, that is it, all done. So have a good look at the lines of codes. And that's it done. So I'm now going to save that. Click on the form itself, right click up here and select form view and just click on your scroll bar. Now we have an error. Why do we have an error? Let me show it to you guys. I was meant to set the limits for that very scroll bar. I'm going to end that. Right click, design view, select the scroll bar, make sure it's selected. Let's see, order. There we go, right here. When you go to order, you see, minimum, I'm going to make that minus 60. And the maximum, I'm going to just make it 100. Okay, the system is right for crashing. Okay, now that that is done, if you notice the scroll bar itself, I just moved down a little bit. So if I go all the way now, that is fine. So make sure it is set to minimum is minus 60, maximum is 100. So right click and let's select view from. And there we go now. Look at that. I can now do what I like. You see, that is how you create your own temperature converter using MS Access. So with that, man, I believe I've answered your question. And please do subscribe to my channel. That would be great if you can subscribe to this channel. And you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.